Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 3 of our Survival Flat World series. As you can tell, we just finished our iron farm. Now, there's a few things left to do. Obviously, at the top there, I need 4 more hoppers. But for now, that'll help us get to where we need to be. When I last left you off, I was starting this crop farm. And as you can tell, it's come a long way. I went ahead and added that second floor like I mentioned before, and I've went ahead separated the crops. Over here we got the wheat, obviously the carrots, and I made sure to put a little chest over here to get the overflow. And when it comes time to go trade with some villagers, I'll have a nice stock going. Yeah, so we got our beetroot and our potatoes. I also went ahead and added these trees as a kind of a natural mob barrier, especially when it comes to these slimes. As you can tell right now, I have it set to peaceful just because I'm trying to figure out how best to deal with them coming through. Now, they do find holes in this when I go and break down some of the crops. But I think I'm going to alternate these fence posts, and only the little ones can get through it, and I don't think they squish your crop. So I'm going to have to break these down and kind of reposition them because I think a medium size might be able to fit through here. So we'll get all this cleaned up off camera. But yeah, our crop farm is done for now, at least until, we move upstairs. So now let's do a quick tour of this iron farm. This comes from Lazian or Lazian. He never really says his name, so I apologize if I butcher that. So initially we come up this ladder here, and there'll be a platform here and a platform equal to the outside of here, opposite the ladder, and obviously one here. Now, originally, his layout doesn't have slabs going to the base there. It or full blocks here, but I had an issue with them clipping through when I tested it. So I just went ahead and blocked it off and made life easier. But as you can tell, there's a hopper that feeds down, which I'll show you in a second. Feeds down to this chest, which I can turn that to a double chest. And then we should be able to get all the poppies and iron. Now, this is not a permanent situation. I'm going to do a whole redesign and possibly an automated sorting from here. But for now, getting a setup, this is the best way to go. So we have our 5 beds. And what I'll end up doing, just grabbing a couple villagers from probably that farm, break some beds and see if I can get them to chase a bed this direction and climb up a staircase. Once they're inside, I can go ahead and breed them up with some carrots or bread, or I think not bread, but wheat. They should be able to trade those and breed us up pretty quickly. But once we get up here, oh my god! All right, here we go. All right, so this is a mobless iron farm, and it's a micro one. The other one I'm used to is about 20 blocks by 20 blocks, but in a small footprint, like inside of our little spawn chunk, this will be perfect. It's compressed, so the only downside is that it will only run during the daytime. Since the villagers have access to their beds, once they're sleeping, the golems won't spawn. So when they're up during the day, yes, the golems will spawn in here. They'll drift down to this spot and get caught up in the lava, dropping all their loot to the ground. Or sorry, to our chest. But it's really simple, and so I will leave a link in the description to his video. He's got a couple of more designs, and go ahead and check him out. I mean, it's a great one. He's got a few different designs, and I think even I saw like Impulse in one of his latest videos. He used one of the other designs that are in the ground using a zombie. So they are very useful. Okay, so I think what I do need to do next is go ahead and get over to this village. And I think, where are we at? All right, it's getting close to nighttime. So we're going to go ahead and see if I can get these villagers, at least 2 of them. And I'll just kite them this way, either by boat or by bed. And we'll see what we can get done. Okay, this seems to be going a little better than expected. I've got 4 over here chasing this bed. I'm just running them out a little bit at a time, and eventually they should go ahead and start tracking those beds over there. Now, the big problem is I don't want this nitwit. Actually, you know what? I don't think it really matters. Since I'm not setting up trades with him, he just counts as a villager. So let's get this other, I think he's a toolsmith. Or that's a weaponsmith, I believe. Yeah. Wow. Okay. That worked. I mean, far better than I thought it would. I didn't expect 4 to be standing around doing nothing. I think when I went and stole a few of their beds in the past to get these, they must have didn't have anywhere else to go, so they're just kind of hanging out. So that's awesome. So I already got 4 full grown. Get my shovel out here. Actually, my shovel broke. Never mind. All right, let's go ahead and sleep. And let's see if I can get some of these guys bred up one more. Okay, that should be enough food. Oh, there we go. Got the hearts. Now, I don't think they need to be full grown for the iron golem to start spawning. But let's see. The little guy comes out. Oh, there he is. See him jumping right behind this dude's head. Okay, so that will be 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have 5 villagers. Oh my god. There we go. So I want to... Ooh, buddy. Okay, so we'll pause right here, and let's see how long it takes for an iron golem to start spawning. Oh, guys, I just missed it. So it took approximately 9.5 minutes for the first iron to spawn. It was pretty much one full day cycle. I just kind of went around and did some chores here, cleared the farms, put stuff away. Yeah, and a golem spawned. That is good. Let's check it out. So 3, not bad. And if you can tell, I do have a diamond. Yeah, so like I said, he just does his thing, and everything should go into this hopper here. Occasionally, you might have something fall. You might have something fall on these two sides, which I've seen when I was practicing this. Check to see if this thing works. But it's not that often that it happens enough for me to really be concerned about it. Good shit. All right, so 8 in approximately a minute. That is awesome. So I'm not sure why they kept their jobs. I don't think I've traded with some of these. Maybe the farmer, but definitely not the toolsmith. There he goes again. All right, so it's pretty effective. Like I said, it only works during the daytime, though. That's the only downside. All right, so the next thing I want to do in this episode is get some more lava. I'm going to have to... I need about 10 source blocks of lava so we can make another portal. Now, we still don't have gravel. I've noticed that since in later versions of Minecraft, they didn't have gravel pathways anymore. They went to a... I guess what we would call this. It's more of a dirt block of sort. It's our pathway block. Since that's the case, though, we don't have gravel, which means we can't make a flint steel. However, there is a way of doing it by burning something right next to the portal, and I'll show you that. But for now, I need to go on a lava hunt, and I'm going to use the iron I've collected to make a bunch of buckets, and I should be back as soon as I have all those materials. So check this out. I was running around looking for lava, and I've got my render distance set way out so I could look at for villages from existing villages I'm at. And we found the stronghold. That is great news. And if I'm correct, I remember there's 9 blocks of lava underneath the end portal, plus 2 more. I think there's sets of 2 lava. Could be 3. I don't remember. But this also means that we have 2 different libraries. We'll get some books and all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to do that today. Today is just about getting the lava to set up the portal. So I will mark the location of this, and we will see if we can make a shortcut through the nether to here for future sake. I think I'm at minus 316, minus 16. So about 1,500 blocks from base. Not too far. So I'm trying to look for... I think that's it right there. Yeah. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to gather blocks because that is something I forgot to do. All right, I'm going to gather some blocks, grab the lava, and I will meet you back at my base. Okay, we're back. I do have... Let me bring it up. Lava. So yeah, that was a great thing with the render distance being so far out that I could see it from a ways. Yeah, there's just not a lot of, and I think I call them blacksmiths. I think there are toolsmiths now or weaponsmiths. It's one of those two that have the cauldrons. And checking on our iron farm, we did get some more while I was on route. So it looks like I was right. This thing will run while I'm gone. I think I was only gone like 1 in-game day, so it wasn't too bad. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to build this thing over here. I've got plenty of dirt, and I think I'm just going to... Ooh, let me figure this out really fast. Okay, I think I'm going to build it just right over here. And everything's basic and will be upgraded in the future. But let's go ahead and get this going. Now, I think I have, let me see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, so I have no margin for error here. I thought I had another bucket of lava floating around. Yeah, I do. Okay, so we do have one backup in case I screw up. But let me go ahead and get the water. Do I have enough? Oh, no, I used all my buckets. Okay, so let's go ahead and place these two. I'm not sure if you've seen this. If you have, awesome. If not, no biggie. We're going to do it right here. So swap this out, get another one queued up. Move this stuff out the way. Now, this is one of those tedious things. It's just, there's no way around it. Okay. All right. So, yeah, now it's going to be a matter of just placing these very carefully so as to not screw the pooch. Timing isn't a big deal. I just don't want to be washed off. Boom, boom. I'm going to have to start building this halfway out. Back and forth we go. Oh, okay, cool. Over that. That is too high, so I need one more row plus the top. Second going. And I set it up like this on purpose so that we wouldn't have to keep building these huge amounts of staircases everywhere. Okay, so here is the last one, and this one is changed because now I gotta do everything kind of the opposite. All right. Now this is where I might actually get pushed off, but it's not a big deal. All right, let's get these last couple. And there we go. I think that's it. So let's just clean up this mess. All right, a little bit more. Okay, now that I'm getting this pretty much wrapped up. All right, so the tricky part now is lighting this thing. Now I do have an extra bucket of lava, and we're going to see if I can make that work. Where did I put it? There we go. And then, yeah, I got some wood. I can't remember exactly how I did it before, but I think I'm going to try placing block here and doing this. Now I've seen this where it gets hot enough and then it lights this one. So now it's just a matter of being patient. All right, so I ended up having to mute my mic for a minute and I forgot to turn it back on. Basically, as you can tell, the portal did light itself, which is awesome. It only took about a minute or so. It worked really great, like I had hoped. But basically, I'm just kind of cleaning things up, getting ready to wrap the episode up. Next episode, we'll actually travel to the Nether, see if we can create a shortcut to the stronghold for future ideas like grabbing up the library books and stuff. And then I'm going to try out a couple of chicken cooker automation ideas. There's one I've used in the past that I really like. But that's it for this episode. Feel free to subscribe if you want, like the video, and I will see you next time. Bye.